All right, guys, this is not the video I wanted to be making. The Cobra is no more. If you guys have been watching the channel for any length of time, you know where we are. We are at my mom's house, my stepdad's, and we're going to go in here and try to get Yellow Wolf out today. Probably take it home, but we're at least going to drive it. And also the Retro Fox needs to be started up, ran a little bit, stuff like that. I see something funny that I guess my stepdad thinks this is funny. Eddie, you think this is funny? I've got to get a Mustang sign to go up right here. Now, everything in this thing is Ford. Like, we got 3 Mustangs in here, and he's got a Chevrolet sign on the outside of it. What's wrong with him? Ooh, look at that. See a little bit of the Retro Fox kind of peeking out. Man, that thing looks good. I hadn't seen it in a while. Got my mom and stepdad's car there, and then Yellow Wolf is back in the back, tucked away. If you guys don't know, if you're new to the channel, this is the Retro Fox. This is a car that we call the Retro Fox simply because it's kind of got that retro theme going with the two-tone paint, stuff like that. So that was kind of the whole idea with this. But we haven't driven this car in a while, but this is probably the car that really kicked my channel off, that got everything started. And, you know, I don't like to put a lot of miles on it and really beat on it, so it just kind of sits in storage now. We are going to start driving these cars a little bit more, though, here pretty soon. But for right now, we need to go ahead and get this thing jumped off. So this thing is completely dead. Oh, man. These seats sit so different than the Calypso. Not even gonna lie to you, I forgot just how good this car looks, and it's dirty. It's not been washed in forever. I love it, guys. I absolutely love it. I miss that thing so much, but hey, still ours, still in our possession. We just got to get out here and drive it more. But for right now, we got to get Yellow Wolf out and see if this thing will even run. This car's been sitting up for about 6 months, roughly, maybe something like that, and we need to make sure that this thing's gonna run. I see some water right here. So I don't know if we have a problem. The Retro Fox is leaking. It has antifreeze in it. I don't feel any, so I don't know what that is. Maybe that's just some residual water that was in here from when it rained or something. I don't know, guys. We'll have to look into that. All right, guys, we're gonna have to switch from the GoPro over to my phone here pretty soon. I didn't realize this thing was almost dead. But this is Yellow Wolf. So if you guys don't know, this is a 2.8 Mammoth Kenny Bell supercharger. It's all stock engine. It's got 80-pound injectors, E85, 25 pounds of boost, and that's about it. And 327 gears. So that's it. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this thing started up. I'll spare you all the boredom of me hooking up the jumper cables, and I'll get back to you in just a second. Well, we've got it running. We do have a squeaky pulley, but overall, hey, I'm just glad it started up. The fuel pump still works, so that's a good thing. This car was left with some E85 in it, so there's always that risk. Look at all the smoke. This thing is running rich. It's got some 93 mixed in with it right now, so that's why it's running a little rich. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this thing pulled out. All right, we got both cars out. Yellow Wolf seems to be running just fine other than the squeaky pulley. So what we're gonna do now is put some E85 in it and drive it down the road, make sure everything's kosher with it, and we're gonna decide if we're gonna take this thing home or not. It really needs to be run, it needs to be driven. This car's only been over here for maybe a month now, something like that. This car's been over here for like 6 months. So we need to take this thing out and drive it. All right, let me fill this thing up, we'll get it on the road, and we'll make our decision. Guys, we got leaves in the car, we got spider webs. It's great. What a great day to be alive. So it looks like we have a battery issue or either an alternator issue. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead, take the car home, and if we need a new battery, we'll go ahead and put a new battery in it. I just replaced the alternator on this thing probably like 500 miles ago, which that's probably been a year and a half now or 2 years, but I did replace the alternator on it, got it upgraded so that it wouldn't burn out and do that anymore, because that's a common problem with these cars. We're gonna go ahead, get the car back home, and we'll talk about it more then. The sun's starting to go down, and I'm not gonna be able to video on the way back home. But I am excited to have the car back at least for a little while. How long we'll keep it at home, I don't know just yet, but we do need to drive it, work some bugs out of it, and I'll see you guys back at the house. Whew. All right, guys, I am at Andrew's house. We just had a huge scare with this car right here. I don't know what just happened, but I was going down the road. I put it in second gear, went to kind of, press on the gas just to take off. The car kind of spun a little bit and then popped back through the exhaust. And that was it. It was dead. I put it up in third gear, to try to get the car to jump back off, and it never would. Coast into the gas station up here, and the car just nothing. It's spinning the motor over. I could tell that. It wasn't just spinning the starter. It was definitely spinning the motor over, but it had like zero compression. This thing sounded like it had a hole in every single piston. So I'm going to show you a video that I just shot about 30 minutes ago where I thought this was the end of Yellow Wolf. Whew. All right, guys, this is not the video I wanted to be making, but I was actually driving the Cobra to go shoot another video. But guys, we have a problem. The Cobra is no more. I think we just got some pistons in it. I'll tell you what, rather than talking about it, let me just show you. It's not funny, But you might as well laugh at the situation, I guess. But let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. All right, guys, you ready for this? Note the expression on my face whenever the car actually started up. You can tell, like, I was convinced this car was done, but whatever. It's not. I don't know what the issue was. So stay tuned for the video where I let you guys know if we're going to get the vert or not. That's going to be coming up here real soon. And until then, count your blessings. And as always, thanks for watching.